Hello my dear students, in the last class we have discussed exercise 2.7, that is completion of exercise 2.7 and the second chapter is completed. So today I will start the geometry. So first chapter is lines and angles. So for some of them geometry is very difficult, for some of them is geometry is very easy. Personally I am very interested to teach the geometry because it's very easy. So don't make it complicated. Okay. So before going to the lines and angles, should learn some basic concepts of geometry. So what is that concept? So if you want to locate something, so you will use this dot. So what this dot we call it as a point. So what is this? Point. So what is the definition of a point? So it is an exact location of space. So let us suppose this is a space. So this is a point. It is the exact location. If you want to, so this is a circle. Okay. So if you want to locate this, so you will use dot. So we call it in a geometric point. So this is an exact location on space, and it does not have any dimensions. Is there any dimensions here? No. So what is the definition of a point? Point is an exact location of space. So write down the definition. So point. So definition of point is it is the exact location of space. It does not have any dimensions. So second one. So first see here. So what we call this one is this is a collection of points. So these are so many points are there. Okay. So these are collection of points. If you draw this one by using pencil or pen, so we get one line. This we call as a line. So what is the definition of a line? Definition of a line is it is a collection of points. Line is a collection of points, or line is made up of many points. Many points are here. So this is a collection of points. We can extend it in both directions. So this direction and this direction. That means there is no end point here. There is no end point here. We can extend it right side and left side also. Okay. So what is the definition of a line? Line is made up of many points. It can be extended in any two directions. One direction and two directions. So what is the definition of a line? So line definition is it is made up of many points. It can be extended in both directions, and it has a, so this is a line. So it has one dimension. That means which dimension it is? It has some length. Some, if you measure this one, you will get one length. No? So that means line has one dimension. Line has one dimension. So what is that? So that is length. So this is I dot E is there. We call it as that is. For that is we will use I dot E, that is length. So that means line has one dimension, that is length means this is a one dimensional figure. No, line is a one dimensional figure. So next one. So this is a one line. Okay. If you cut this one, remove this one. Okay. If you remove this one, no. So what is this figure? So this is one end point. So you cut this line. No. So we get one segment of a line. Or this is the part of the line. No. So we call it as a segment. But it's a part of a line. So we call it as a line segment. So what is the definition of line segment? Line segment is a part of a line. Line segment is a part of a line which has two endpoints. One point, second. Two endpoints. So what is the definition of a line segment? Before going to the line segment concept, how to represent the line? So give the names. So this is one point. So take it as A, and this one is B. So how to represent the line AB? So we can write line AB as AB First write down AB above, just show the line. AB or BA. AB or BA. So this is the symbol for line. Okay. So next, third one, line segment. So definition of line segment is it is a part of a line which has two endpoints. First one, second one. Okay. How to represent a line segment? So I have taken P and Q. No? So simple. P, Q. Only this much. Okay. Don't take any figures here. Okay. Because here arrow mark is there. So here arrow mark is there. Two sides, that means we can extend it. But here there is no arrow mark. That means these are the endpoints. PQ or QP. Both are same. So this is the representation of the line segment. So next, so this is a line. No? So this is a line. So if you cut this one, okay, you will get one figure. We call it as a ray. So what is this figure? Ray. That means it has only one endpoint. This is one ray and this is also one ray. Why? Because it has one endpoint. So how to write the definition of a ray? Ray is a part of a line. Ray is a part of a line which has only one endpoint. So definition of a ray is, it is a part of a line which has only one endpoint. So how to represent the ray? So this is M, no? So M, N, just simple like this. Because one endpoint we have shown and one arrow mark. That means it has only one endpoint. M, N or N, both are same. Okay. So how to write this X, Y? Simple. X, Y above ray or Y, X. So both are same. No? So both are correct. That means X, Y is a ray or Y, X is a ray. This is the representation of a ray. So next, see here. So this is one ray and this is another ray. Okay. So this is one ray and this is another ray. If we join these two, first join these two, what will you get? So this is one ray and this ray and this one is another ray. So what is this figure? We call it as, here angle will be formed. So what is the figure here? So if two rays are joining each other, these two rays joining each other such that they sharing a common point. So this is a common point. They share common point. This figure is called as angle. So what is the definition of angle? Angle means two rays joining each other. This is one ray and this is another ray. So give the names. So A, O, B, O. Why I have taken both O? Because here we get common point. That's why. So what will be the angle here? A, O, B. So what is the definition of angle? When two rays join each other such that they share common point, is called as angle. So here angle will be formed. So how to represent the angle? Here angle is at O. No? Angle is at O means you should write as AOB. That point should be at main. So this is angle AOB or BOA. Both are correct. AOB or BOA. This is one symbol. Otherwise we can write it as AOB. So use the cap. So cap is at O means angle is at O or BOA. Both are correct. Okay. So definition of the angle So definition of angle: when two rays join each other such that they share common point is called angle. Is called an angle. An angle. Okay. And AOB. So you should show this symbol. Okay. Then only angle will be formed. AOB or BOA, and these two rays are there now. So we call it as these two rays are arms. So arms. So this is also arm. So this is also one arm. So these two are arms of an angle. Understand now up to this much. Point, line segment, ray, angles. So the next concept is adjacent angles. Okay. So first, this is one angle. So this is one angle here. Okay. You can draw another ray here. You can draw another ray from this common point. So this is also one angle. This is also one angle. So now these two angles we call it as adjacent angles. These two angles are called as so give the name X, O, this one is Y and this one is Z. Okay. So here XOY and YOZ. XOY and YOZ are adjacent angles. Why? First, these two angles sharing a common vertex. So common vertex means that's the point. So first one, they are sharing a common point, and in these two angles, this arm is a common arm because here OY and here also YO. Both are same, no? OY and YO. So that means they are sharing a common arm. For these two rays, this is a common arm. That means for these two angles also, this is a common arm. First one is common vertex, another one is common arm, third one is these two arms are there, no? They are either side of the common arm. So this is common arm. So this ray is right side and this ray is left side of the common arm. That means the two non-common arms. This one is common arm means these two are non-common. So these two non-common arms are either side of the common arm. So definition of adjacent angles are, I will write it. Definition of adjacent angles I will explain no that one. So angles are such that first one they have common vertex, that is point, and they have common arm, that is here OP is a common arm, and two non-common arms are, one is OP and another one is OR. So these two are common arms are either side of the common arm. So write down this one is the example here. ROQ and QOP or POQ are adjacent angles. So I hope you understand the concept of adjacent angles. So next concept is linear pair. So before going to the linear pair, so first suppose this is a line. Okay. So draw ray. So this is a line. So here one angle form, another angle form. So total how many angles? Two angles. Can we say these two angles are adjacent angles? Yes, why? Because here, so first do the name X, Y, Z. For this I have taken 0. Here Z, O, X and X, O, Y are adjacent angles. Why? Because they are sharing common vertex, that is common point O, common arm X, O, and non-common arms are either side of the common arm. That means these two are adjacent angles. So what is the definition of linear pair? So here pair of angles are there. Pair of angles means two angles are there. So here the pair of adjacent angles. The pair of adjacent angle whose sum means addition of these two angles must be 180 degree. 180 degree. Why? So this is a straight line. No? Straight line means we can use the protractor to measure the angle. This is a straight angle. Straight angle means 180 degree. Exactly 180 degree. So in this line I have taken one extra ray. So two angles will be formed. So linear pair definition is a pair of adjacent angles. A pair of adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree is called as linear pair. So definition of linear pair: a pair of adjacent angle whose sum is 180 degree. If you add these two angles, you will get 180 degree. So this is the general definition. Okay. So this is another definition of a linear pair: a pair of adjacent angle whose non-common sides. So these are the non-common sides. Normally I explain non-common arcs. Arcs means sides only. So these are opposite sides. This is in the right side and this is in the left side. Exactly opposite each other. So this is the definition of linear pair. So I'll write that linear pair x o y plus y o z equals to 180 degree. Why 180 degree? Because straight angle means 180 degree. No? Otherwise xo and oz are opposite sides. So this is called as a linear pair. Next concept is complementary angles. So what is the complementary angles? Let's take two angles. So this is one angle. So this is one angle. Another one is. So give it name as A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Okay. So what is the definition of a complementary angles? When the sum of measure of two angles. So this is one angle and this is another angle. When the sum of measure of two angles is 90 degree, that angles we call it as a complementary angles. Complementary means 90 degree. Just remember it. Complementary means 90 degree. Sum of measure of two angles equals to 90 degree. That angles we call it as a complementary angles. That means A, B, C plus Z, Y, X equals to 90 degree. So sum of these two equals to 90 degree. That means these two angles are complementary angles. So definition of complementary angles: the sum of measure of two angles is 90 degree. Then that angles are called as complementary angles. So example, this is the example. Sum of these two angles equals to 90 degree. So take one example. Whether these two angles are complementary angles. How to verify that one? Just add these two angles. If you get 90 degree, that means these two angles are complementary angles. Otherwise, these are not complementary angles. So just add 43 plus 47. So what will get the answer? 90 degree. No? 90 degree. That means these two angles are complementary angles. These two angles are complementary angles. This is the complementary angles. Second one, check it. 50 degree and 60 degree. Just add it. 50 plus 60. What will be the answer? 110 degree. Is this a complementary angles? No. That means because here sum of two angles must be 90 degree. But here 110 is there. That means these two angles are not complementary angles. Not complementary angles. Understand the concept of complementary angles? No? Next concept is supplementary angles. This is same as a complementary angles, but here the sum must be 180 degree. Supplementary angle definition is the sum of measure of two angles must be 180 degree, and that angles we call it as a supplementary angles. Just remember, complementary means sum must be 90 degree. Supplementary means sum must be 180 degree. So this is the definition of supplementary angles. So this is one angle X, Y, Z and B, C, D. The sum must be 180 degree. So this is the supplementary angle. So see here, for example, first one angle is 90, another one is 90. These two angles are supplementary angles. Whether check it, just 90 plus 90. So what will be the answer? 180. 180. That means we will get 180 means these two angles are supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Check whether these two angles are supplementary angles. here 100 is there, here 180 is there, just add it. What will be the answer? 180. That means these two angles are also supplementary angles. Okay, I hope you understand all the basic concepts of geometry. Next, adjacent angles, linear pair, complementary angles, and last one, supplementary angles. If you have any doubt, just ask me. Don't hesitate to ask the doubts. Thank you.